already. You don't necessarily need more. They are going to offer the Wukong, so they are getting a bit of a mix, right? He's a bit of a frontliner, also has the damage and a lot of like built-in armor shred and things like this in his kit already.
Chuya, who does eventually clear that away. Trouble level lands meanwhile, though. And Jolly's even joined into the play. Shadow for the re-engage. They want to take Jolly by himself. Really good at Kathy and Rain to follow suit, but it doesn't matter because SDX want to take the full-on fight from the top side as well. Yansheng at full health, but that knock-up was beautiful. Shadow goes in because you know he's dead in first blood. Over the way to HMG's, Kepler's back against the wall. He has flash, waiting to use it as Yansheng gets low, but doesn't get the kill. At 1300 gold, cash injection is pretty big to the side of HMG, while SDX will manage to pick up this first dragon.
Yeah, and there's something I want to note in regards to items, is we are seeing a lot of snowball happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now with Weaver's Wall, you might see another kill going over. Shadow doesn't have flash from the previous engage, so he's against the wall quite literally. A great seismic shove with the threaded volley pit. So what's the play? A level advantage?
SDX can wait.
Or they could send Shadow in under turret and he's just dead. You know what? Thanks for the third kill. And that's why you don't pull the trigger early.
Yeah.
Chuyu, excuse me, has the Rift Herald to place down. A lot more gold to put into Jolly. The Lucian is going to be hitting peak S tier very, very shortly.
Yep, 107 gold picked up right there for each of the members. You get 5v5, and look at Duya on your screen. He's already positioning like he wants to come in for this one.
SDX are pinging this down. Here comes the Destiny from Duya that you mentioned, but it's the engage first with trouble level landing. You know what? Shadow probably needs to go back to the top lane, but no, the heal makes me absolutely wrong. It is the dragon taken over from SDX, or rather HMG, but in the fight in the middle of the pit. They're bringing this back, and Miz is by himself. Chuya wants to poke with a threaded volley, but they're not going to allow that. SDX really making it a hard win at this point. Talking about the compositions as speed versus trying to slow the game down really hits a keynote with me. So 2 kills going up.
3 kills, 900 gold lead isn't that massive.
Well, they don't want to slow it down anymore. They say that's enough.
For on the map, we need to remember that a lot of key ultimates down. Actually, only Yansheng having the Ragnarok on the Olaf.
Call the Forge God is going to start the play. There's a numbers disadvantage. They don't care. Zaza comes out and once again wants to start it off, but Miz too far forward. And SDX take another. They're not the team that wants to put
the look like that G to contest. We just see them posturing towards mid, looking like they're going to give this one up. We're the team that has all the bursts, has a lot of early base damages to take advantage of.
But call the Forge God. I was going to question you about an item. Maybe another time Kepler gets knocked up at the end. The Weaver's Wall, fantastic. And SDX forced into a corner next to their turret with Liiv in a great position. But that teleport could change everything. Shadow goes down first, but Zaza just gets knocked up. Double knocked up, pulverized. His Cyclone doesn't do too much of anything. Helps secure the kill as he flashes away as Duya is still doing the damage. But do you believe in magic is the question, with a Paddle Star inching out to the right of Olaf. Searing Charge dodged away from lane is so close. The Undertow dodged too with a great flash. Such a close piece of combat. And SDX,
half of that fight.
I thought the Zaza TP was so bad, but it actually made it for a crucial part of the fight. And also good, as you mentioned, the Gore Drinker HP regen and the healing that comes from that item is still quite insane. We come back to Liiv and a turret's been taken, but in reverse, SDX almost get one with Duya, who has to ghost away. Call the Forge God, used with the Weaver's Wall. He's stuck between an Ornn and a magic rock lady, but Destiny's out. That happens to Zoe for 5 minutes, but we just keep fighting. And with Baron in front of us, we're going to do the exact same thing. Mid's quite low, the Solar Blade tickles the backline, and the Zenith Blade doesn't connect. While meanwhile, we've just got everyone from SDX coming in. It's AoE Paradise as the Alistar goes down in the end. So Paradise, unfortunately, has a couple of dead bodies. Trouble Bubble to inflict any pain on the top laner of SDX.
Yeah, he is quite beefy right now. Another thing to remember is, again, Black Cleaver has been changed just a tad bit. It is more expensive now. And when you damage a fully stacked enemy, you know, with the stacks of the cleave that you build up, you now do upperset missing HP damage.
Let's find out if it's worth. There's they're kind of caught between the wall. Threaded volley, seismic shove, gets the knock up, but Wukong goes into Cyclone. Gore Drinker comes into play, he flashes forward, he knows he can win this if he gets back on Talia and he takes him out. This is why Gore Drinker is so damn good.
This is building a champion that plays Gore Drinker. That's why we saw Kane played so much in solo queue, especially last patch. So much Olaf. So great item. Plays a 1 versus 4, still gets a 1-for-1 is a massive win, and it looks like SDX want to keep collapsing.
It looks like they do. It's Destiny's used with the Proto Belt of movement speed you so rightly mentioned. He has a Sonya's Hourglass. Jolly's not going to do too much damage to this Twisted Fate, and with the exhaust down even more so. Pick a card, any card, and Yansheng picks a 1 that involves his death. SDX.
You have a lot of ultimates available on the side of SDX as well, so you can see Wukong already positioning to get the Cyclone.
Call of the Forge God, maybe a last stand. HMG targeting the jungle. That's Lane who's in first. Cyclone in the backline. Kepler ults in though. The Solar Flares, Zenith Blade to follow up. Kepler's ignited out, but HMG is stuck between 5 people. Beautiful stuff to see from the second best team in the LDL.
Yeah, they just positioned perfectly. We saw Wukong behind. We saw Leona waiting in the wings to look for a Mass Ultimate to get everything off. Kepler, exceptional play, ults in. Once again, has that Gale Force, so able to go even deeper, finds the kills. Now they're going to pick up this Baron, and guess what? Now you're just waiting for it over with that ultimate if need be.
And what I love as well is top lane is slowly pushing his SDX. Now going to get engaged on first, though. Ultimate burn. Good dodge away here from the seismic shove. But double Cyclone in the midst. Does Wukong die? Yes, he does. When 5 people attack.
And at this point, they're going to have to hope they find another pick, right? You're going to have to hope maybe Shadow once again walks too far forward.
Oh, hang on. Kepler's just ulted. He's taken down the jungle. Everyone flashes in. Probably not worth it. Lane's going to HMG. They have priority on the bottom side of the map. There's a Gale Force in the hands of Zoe, because, of course. While Duya just sitting up in this top side, adding pressure. Not even sitting around the dragon for now. It's picked up by...
We're not going to be able to stall in time. If we look for a stall, we're just going to get bursted out too soon.
But Destiny used down in the bottom lane. Call the Forge God is available. Gold card is neglected by the Breath of Fire. Lane gets the knock up, and meanwhile, with the Searing Charge available, he doesn't get to use it because Zaza just killed him instead.
Seen any answer from HMG. Though even with the Talia Weaver's Wall, you can't really follow Twisted Fate solo, and he's usually porting to a place where he already has numbers advantage.
As everyone flashes in, Solar Flare's done. Kepler in with the Killer Instinct once again. This 80 carry is aggressive to his death, apparently, as do get low on mana, but might have enough damage to kill the Lucian. A triple Pulverize as he goes down. SDX don't care. This will be the difference maker for the game. 2 left of HMG, and they may end it here.
Yeah, I think they should be able to, but instead Zoe build, man, it's so spells. So again, a bit of a different item. Can't really proc Night Harvester that well.
Oh, pause. We'll see if it comes in handy here. Great Weaver's Wall. Kaiser ult into the back line, though. Look at where Kepler is. Sonya's Hourglass comes in handy. He's going to come back out onto Jolly. Excuse me, it was Duya in the end. Because Kepler's in the front, and he's just having a great time with... Now, Zaza's just on top of the jungle again. The unkillable Monkey King will take a double. He might even find the triple here in the end. It's all over as SDX teleport in for the win.
Yep, I mean, SDX had enough of a gold lead at that point. We all knew how that fight was going to go before it started. SDX going to pick up their first win of Demacia Cup, where, like we said, every win matters.
Every single win. You talk about only one team making it out. SDX having a real good start to the tournament here. It was a bumpy road, and HMG made it hard, but a W's a W to quote lyric.
No, I kind of derailed that game, but we saw Night Harvester, Witchbane, Zoe. Again, I don't know when we're going to see that again.
Because SDX have the potential to surprise and upstart, especially someone like Zaza, who did the most damage. That's a bruiser, by the way.
Yeah, that's